What's good, Joe? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles Ellison, Real Talk with Miles Johnson, and y'all know we always keep it real. Look, this season I have become a Steph Curry fan. In the past, I did not like him. I'm not gonna lie. I was a Bron fan. I still am a Bron fan, but in those series with the Cavs and the Warriors, I just felt Steph was cocky and I just didn't like him. But this season has totally changed my mind. I mean, he's become a fan favorite, at least for me. He's probably my second favorite player in the league as of right now. With what he's doing, it's ridiculous. Scoring like 49 points the other week against OKC, scoring 46 last night against the Grizzlies. He's on another planet. Obviously the best shooter ever, and if he wins a chip, he could be in the conversation for best point guard of all time. If he was another chip, he could. I mean, I think he definitely is in the conversation. I don't think you win it, but he's definitely like in that. If he gets another chip, bro, you might say that he's over Magic Johnson because how he's playing, bro. It is ridiculous. But with that being said, Steph Curry is having the best season of his career, but he's not the MVP. Look, we have to take into account the record, right? The record. The Warriors are an 8th seed versus the Nuggets, who are a 3rd seed. Right now, I'm not even right now, the season is over with. I would have Jokic as the MVP. This guy is averaging 26 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and the Nuggets are the 3rd seed in the West. The 3rd seed. And they went 16-8 without Jamal Murray, right? So he was doing this without his co-star. You gotta give this guy Jokic some credit, give him some respect. Obviously, Steph Curry is having an unbelievable season, and I think this is his best season because this is without Klay Thompson. They're scoring 31 points a game on 48% shooting. That's ridiculous, bro, especially for a small guard. But you gotta just put stuff into context, bro. They are 8th seed. The Warriors are 8th seed. The Nuggets are a 3rd seed, and Jokic is putting up all around better stats: 26, 11, and 8 versus 31, 6, and 5. Right? We can't, if you're gonna take everything into account, Jokic is better. But if you want to talk about the highlights, who makes the more flashy plays, who would I want to pay to watch? I would pay to watch Steph Curry 10 times out of 10 over Jokic. I'm not even gonna lie. But we have to get away from the highlights. Get away from House of Highlights. Get away from Bleacher Report. Get away from ESPN. Steph Curry is playing at an all-time level. But you just can't really say that he's MVP if you were 8th seed, right? And I gotta give Steph credit though, right? When he has played with the Warriors, they are 37-26, right? 11 games above 500, and that is a 42-win pace, right? So a 42-win pace is like a 5th seed or a 7th seed, right? But the thing is, the Nuggets haven't dropped off, right? Then first off, the Nuggets haven't dropped off. So let's say the Nuggets were like a 7th seed. Then I could be like, all right, like, you know what? It should be more like, it should be more comparable what Steph is doing and what Jokic is doing. I will probably have Steph as MVP if the Nuggets dropped off to like the 6th seed or the 7th seed. But they're a 3rd seed, bro. You can't even. You can't really debate it. Bro. You can't really debate it. I don't think you can debate it. I mean, y'all can debate me in the comments and make sure to subscribe, do all that. Had to put that plug in, but. As far as the Nuggets, bro, they're the 3rd seed. They're the 3rd seed. Like, with all they went through, bro, I thought they would end up being the 4th seed. They ended up, with how, I guess, the tiebreakers went and all that. The Clippers are the 4th seed right now. So you got to give them credit. You got to give Jokic credit. He's a big man, a center, averaging 8 assists. He could very well average a triple-double by next year or 2 years from now. He's just that dude. He's that unreal. But with Curry, the reason why I think that this is his best season and why, scratch the MVP because I think that it's Jokic, but this is his best season because look what he has done without Klay Thompson. Look what he has done without Klay Thompson. I mean, this stretch since the All-Star break, like in April, he averaged 37 points on 48% shooting and 46% from 3. 46% from 3. Like, come on. You're a small guard. Like, you gotta think. He has a better percentage from the field this season than Tatum, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, and Paul George. All these guys are bigger guards, and they had better teammates with them majority of the year, right? Obviously, with Tatum and Jaylen Brown got injured at the end of the season, but he was in there majority of the time. Paul George, obviously, he had Kawhi. Luka, he had a better team around him. I just feel like with Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr., all those guys. So he has a better field goal percentage than those guys, and they're stronger, bigger, more athletic. Well, maybe not Luka, but they're stronger and bigger. They should have a higher percentage. But this guy is shooting 30-foot shots at an amazing percentage. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, imagine if Steph just went up, shot more shots. He averaged at least 35 points. But this year, I'm saying that it's over 2016 because he's doing this with Kelly Oubre Jr. as his teammate. He's doing this with Andrew Wiggins as his teammate. And I know Andrew Wiggins had that monster game last week, scoring like 37 against I forget who the team was, but Andrew Wiggins and you have Kelly Oubre. Draymond Green he's a good player. Obviously, he's a good player, but he ain't the same player that he once was in 2016 and all that. Like, you gotta take into account what this guy Curry is dealing with. And what I would say is, going back to the MVP conversation, another reason why he doesn't get that nod is because Jokic played 71 games, and he played every game except one, and Curry missed around like 8 or 9 games this season. In the games he's missed, they were 1-7, bro, or 1-8. Like, if he made all them if he played all them games, they could very well be a 6 seed or a 7 seed, right? So I'll give Curry credit for at least, when he has played with the Warriors, they are 11 games above 500. And when he has played, okay, maybe you could say that he is the MVP, or at least since the All-Star break. But in totality, taking everything into account, you can't say he is the MVP of this season. But I will definitely say that in terms of his best season ever, or the highest level he has played in his career, Steph Curry is on an unreal level right now. And I did not see this happen. I was the main one saying the Warriors, he better take them to the playoffs, all this, all that. I was like, yo, Westbrook did it. Chris Paul did it last year. You have got to take this team to the playoffs, right? And he did it. In the West, in the harder conference, right? If the Warriors, matter of fact, I'm going to look this up on ESPN, because if they had their record, right? Because the Warriors are 39-33, right? 39-33. That would be the 6th seed that would be the 7th seed in the East, right? So that's not the best comparison, but it's much easier in the East than it is in the West, obviously. So what he has done, bringing them to an 8th seed single-handedly, because without him, their lottery team is unbelievable, and he should get his flowers. All that, he got his scoring title. I'm happy for him, obviously, and all that. But what he has done this season is magical. It's unreal, and he's made me a Curry fan. I used to be the biggest Curry hater, or whatever you want to go. I used to be a Curry fan, but I'm happy for him and all that. But Curry this season, man, he is playing unbelievable.